Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about my TBR list. So if you don't know what a TBR list is, it's basically your to be read list of books that you want to read, and I have quite a few books that I have bought not recently but in 2023, like towards the end, that I want to read in 2024. So thought we would just get started with that. So I thought I'd start first with the book that I'm currently reading, and it's Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eriu, or her name is Italian, so I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but basically how I found this author was there's this like crystal and candles shop on Instagram. They also have a website, which I'll link all of that down below, but they have an Instagram account, and every weekend they do live videos and they sell like their crystals and their candles, and I love it. And the author of that is the person that runs it with I think her boyfriend, or they're together, they run it together, and she was just mentioning her book one day, and so I looked it up and it sounded something that I would want to read. So I actually got this one signed because I don't know if you can see that, but she was, one of the crystal lives she was doing, she was basically selling her book as well, and she signed it. So I'm really excited to read this. I'm about, well, I've read 5 chapters so far, so far so good. So yeah, the next book is by a customer of that shop that I was just talking about. Basically, I saw her on the Instagram lives quite a few times, and then I messaged her about something, and since then we've messaged a few times and sent pictures and things of crystals and whatever. Her name is Kiara, and she wrote The Goddess and the Hawk. This is probably going to be the next book that I read, I'm not quite sure. There are 2 other books that I want to show in a while that I really want to read first. So I'm torn between reading this and the other ones, but yeah, I'm excited to read this as well. It's quite the chunk, so yeah. Next, I thought I'd kind of go on the theme of like fantasy first, and it is the Zodiac Academy, The Awakening. This is the first book. I don't know how many books there are in this series. Quite a few, I think, but I heard good things about it, or at least it was one that people were posting about quite a lot on Instagram. So I thought I'd give this one a go. I really loved the Vampire Academy series, and I'm kind of hoping that it's similar. I don't know, but this one is about a Gemini, I think. I mean, the first line is I'm a Gemini, and I'm a Gemini, so I thought, I thought I'd give that one a go. Next is Diana Gabaldon. Don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's Outlander. I bought this from a charity shop for £2, and I have never actually read the books. I've seen the series and I really liked it, and I've always wanted to get the book, but could never justify paying it full price because I wasn't quite sure if I would like it, because I think there's some things that happened in the TV series that are not in the book, or like vice versa. So anyway, I decided to get it eventually, and I thought, well, it's only £2 from a charity shop, so. But this is the only book in the series that I've got, but obviously if I really like it, then I'll have to look for the other ones, but for now it's just this one. So next I have a few books from my like absolute favourite author, and it's Ken Follett. So at the moment, or before I was reading Heavenly Bodies, I just finished, I think, the 3rd book in the Kingsbridge series by Ken Follett, and it is amazing. I love it. One of my favourite series actually, and so I've got the next 2 books which I'm going to show, but first I thought I would show this one, which isn't in that series, but it's one that he's written anyway, and it's The Man from St Petersburg. So I thought it just sounded interesting, and it kind of mentions like the Tsars of Russia and obviously St Petersburg, so I'm quite interested in that kind of history with like the Romanovs and stuff, so I thought I'd give this a go. This was also from a charity shop, £1.50. So next is the next book in the Kingsbridge series that I want to read, and it is A Column of Fire, and it's not as big as the third one, which was World Without End. That was absolutely massive. But I think I got this also from a charity shop, but there's no price on it, but it was probably like £1 or £2 or something. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. And then I bought this book full price. So I went to WH Smith's and it was about £12.99, I think, and it was half price, right? Then the next day I walked past the charity shop and I saw it in the shop window of a charity shop for I think £5, £2, I don't know, somewhere around there, and I was so annoyed. But in the end I thought, well, if I'm buying it technically full price or from somewhere like Smith's, maybe I'm hoping that the money or some of it will go to the author, whereas if I bought it from a charity shop, I'm not sure it would. I don't know how it works. So, you know, in the end, it's all for a good cause, and I'm happy to support this author anyway because I like his writing. So I'm really I can't wait to read this. But it's a shame that this one is in hardback and the rest are in paperback, but I think the paperback comes out next year, I think. But I couldn't wait. I couldn't be waiting. Oh, is it this year actually? But anyway, I couldn't be waiting for like a whole year just for the paperback, so I bought this one. And something I thought I would mention is, I think it's with the BBC, like BBC Maestro or something, and they have this, like all these online courses that you can do, and one of them is by Ken Follett and it's about creative writing. So I actually bought the course, like a lifetime course sort of thing, or like a lifetime payment where you only pay it once and you've got it forever. You can also buy it monthly, I think, and you have access maybe to only his or to everything. I don't know. I'm not interested in any of the other courses anyway. But anyway, it's like an online course, and I got it discounted when it was like on sale. So I thought I'd mention it because in case anyone else is interested in creative writing or interested in his writing or like his work or whatever, it does look very interesting. I have yet to start it like properly, but I'm really excited to do that at some point. So the last 3 books finally are really good actually, and on the front is a redhead, so, and with blue eyes, so I thought, well, kind of have to get this. And it's not so relatable in the sense that, I mean, I'm not going through a divorce, right, and the main character is, but when I read this technically on Kindle, I don't have a Kindle, but it was on my tablet, I think I had a sample of it, so I read a couple of chapters or a couple pages, and it just was really good, and I don't know, the character was quite relatable in a way, so I thought I would get this, and I think this I got with some Christmas money from a family member. Next are 2 slightly different books. They're not really reading books in the sense that like a storybook, but it is something called the Chakra Fix, and it's all about, if you're into crystals like me and that kind of thing, then this is probably your book. But I think I bought this from the Works, and I think I bought it for like £3, I think. But it looks cool. It says it's a modern guide to cleansing, balancing and healing, and it's, yeah, all about how you can use, you know how you use like different crystals on your body and you can be all aligned and, you know. So I'm gonna have a read of this at some point, and maybe have a go. Then the last book is this book. It's The Modern Guide to Crystal Healing. It includes over 400 crystals to transform your life. And I actually bought this for a friend, but a lot of the crystals in here are actually quite rare crystals. Crystals that you wouldn't necessarily get in your average crystal spiritual shop on the high street. So I don't think I will be giving this to my friend as intended for her birthday. She can probably pick out what rose quartz is, or an amethyst, maybe, but that's about it. Whereas I know a little bit more, and some of these I know of, but she won't, and I don't think it's just not a good beginner book. So I thought I'd keep it for myself, and I think it was only like £2, I think, from the works. I think it was on sale as well, so I thought, well, why not, and I'll just get my friend a better beginner's book. So that is it for this video. I have to go really quickly because my camera is just about to die. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope some of these books give you some inspiration for what you want to read in 2024, and let me know what you are going to read this year, or what's like on your list, and I will see you in the next video.